Mr. Dan Van Horn is here, all the way from the United States of America. And kids, we're going to be the best behaved kids on the planet, aren't we? Yeah? All right. So, he's going to come and say a few words before we start everything. I need for all the kids to pay attention, right? Okay? Don't make too much noise. A little bit, okay. All kids, I need a little bit of silence. I would request Mr. Horn, founder of U.S.kids, come on the stage, sir, please. And our president, Mr. Rajesh Srivastava, to join him on the stage.
I'm an old man and I've seen this golf course for a very, very long time. This was the first signature golf course in the country. It's one of the championship courses which has seen some action from the Asian Tour, the other international tours, and these days, you kids ranging from the ages of 6 to 15 and 18 get to play on this. Believe me, you're very lucky, and I think it's the ITC and Mr. Rajat Sethi that we have to thank for this. Thank you, Rajat. And of course, to Mr. Dan Van Horn for founding U.S.kids Golf, which has been there for almost 2 decades, if I may say so. Some of the biggest players in the world have come through this. Players like Justin Thomas, Colin Morikawa, Scotty Scheffler, who won the Masters this year. We also had Lexi Thompson. India's own Aditi Ashok and Avani Prashant, India's #1 amateur, have also come through this program, the U.S.kids. And I'm sure many of you who've played this week and in the domestic tournaments will be the names who will be talked about in the next few years. So with that, may I now request Dan Van Horn to say a few words to the kids about the journey of U.S.kids, of course, the kind of a vision he has for you all and for the game. Dan.
Yeah. There we go. Thank you. Thank you so much. Swami, right? Yeah, thank you. If I could have the kids to come down here to the front, all the kids, can you come down to the front and just sit? No, sit, right there, sit. I'll start with a couple of things and then we'll do questions if you would, okay? So my dream for my family, which is over here, you see my kids? There's 2 kids, my wife, my son. They played in the World Championship. My oldest son, just sit down, and my middle son there, and then my daughter. But they played the first World Championship in the year 2000. And Ben to the left was 12, and he was 9. And guess what he did? He didn't win the tournament, but he got the very first hole-in-one ever in the World Championship. Yeah? So guess what happened? We gave him a trophy, an award, right? Because what we learned was that giving out awards to kids and celebrating what you've achieved is really important. So do you guys like getting awards? Yeah, it's really important, right? So look at all those awards over there. Every U.S.kids golf event has a lot of awards. It's important to us, and it's important for you because of what you've done and how you've worked, okay? Okay, there are 3 things that I want you to know about U.S.kids events, right? We think it's really important for you to be able to play with another person your age, and not necessarily always with somebody older. So that's why we have a 7 category, an 8, a 9, a 10, 11, 12. We would do the same in girls if we had more girls playing. But because of that, we have 7 and 8, or I think that's right? 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But we want you to play with somebody your age, right? Is that a good thing or not? I think it's really important. Second thing we wanted to do that was different is we wanted you to be able to make par. Now, how many people here made par? On 1 hole, right? Okay, how many made a birdie? Okay, Anybody make an eagle? Huh? One right here. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Anybody make a hole in one? No, not this time. What? This week? No, I'm talking about this week. This week. Okay. So, do you like making bogeys? Do you like making better pars? Okay. Why doesn't everybody do it this way? Isn't it more fun to make pars? Why are the tees so long? Huh? Why do we say that's women's tees? Why? What do you think? So, okay, so what happens though, when you play tees based on how far you hit the ball, you're able to shoot par, right, sometimes, and make birdies even, right? And that helps your game get better, and you learn to get confident, right? You shoot lower scores. Have you noticed that the tour, the scores are getting lower and lower? Well, they're getting used to it, to making birdies. And you're going to have to make birdies to play at the highest level, aren't you? Lots of birdies. You know, 5 under par, 10 under par. You have to do that. Why can't you learn it early? Well, that was the idea with U.S.kids. Why? Because it gives you a culture of being in golf, because of the people that you make and meet through golf, because of the honesty. You know, one of the things that your parents want you to have is they want you to be people of high character, right? Do you know what I mean by that? They're trying to teach you right and wrong. And one of the great things about golf is you've already done this, but most of the people that you're around haven't been through a sport that teaches you have to call a penalty sometime on yourself, right? I mean, that's the thing about golf. You have to learn about truth. And then most importantly, you're going to play golf the rest of your life. So what you've learned through the game of golf is something that's not going to stop, but it's going to continue all of your life. So your parents are giving you something. Now, for the girls, there's something even better, okay? Because girls are not supposed to be golfers. I mean, the whole world is against you. They call these tees women's tees. You gotta change it someday, I tell you, you have to. And I was so honored today, I don't know if you know this, but today we dedicated a course for 9 holes with U.S.kids yardages on it for the future by this wonderful golf club here at Classic Golf and Country Club. From now on 9 holes, they are setting up for kids' tees so they can play shorter yardages so they can enjoy the game more. I'm really taken by that.